It's bouncy. Where is it? Check, check. So y'all wanted to hear about the time that I was a catfish, hmm? Heard. This is gonna be uncomfortable. For me. Maybe for you, but mostly for me. So instead of a standard script, I'm gonna do this in a hopefully more entertaining way. And hopefully you'll catch on as you listen. Hello, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Trinity. This will be my second story time on the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This will be the time that I am, or was, I'm not anymore. I swear. I'm a real person online and in real life. Thank you. I've come a long way. But I was, in fact, a catfish for a couple of years. Yeah, it's crazy. So buckle up, get your snacks, get some, I don't know, drink a drink, sparkling water, whatever floats your boat, honey. Go get it, go get it. And yeah, listen to this story time. By the way, I'm sorry if you see a little green flying bug. It's really fast, and I haven't been able to catch it, so apologize. I'll try and edit it out. How you grow up really changes your decision making. A child that learns early on that they are different will shapeshift into a facade that serves as protection, security, acceptance. I was that child. Turns out that when you're living with undiagnosed conditions, they will eventually manifest themselves through other outlets. Suddenly, this online world was an escape from the struggles of my real one. It started off with harmless kids' games, to a certain extent. The games you play when the computer's in games got boring. Stickman, Whack Your Boss, Whack Your Ex, Whack Your... Sorry, you get the point. I found community-driven online spaces. Club Penguin was one of them. It felt so nice to communicate to people without having to present the way that society expected you to. I wasn't performing, except I was. When someone would ask me about my life, I can't tell them that I'm an 11-year-old child. They'll not want to speak to me ever again. And thus it started. I chose usernames that were a mirage of my ideal self, a childish way of expressing insecurities. Big chest 10. Clever, I must have thought. It did receive attention though. Users on websites that were more catered towards preteens and teens. However, many adult creeps used it as an easy way to chat with victims privately. Boys, girls, babies. Yeah, there were weird people out there. There are weird people out here. Weirder than me, for sure. Seriously though, some users had a thing for pretending to be children and then grooming actual children. It's sick, and I'm honestly glad that the website is down now. At least one of the ones that I used. The site I'm referring to right now was called WeWorld. WeWorld was a Scottish social networking and messaging website created in the 2000s by a company based in Glasgow, Scotland. They went into liquidation in 2014. I had stopped using it much before then, but I sure left a mark on people. I don't know how others felt, but I know for sure that I hurt at least 2 people because of my catfishing. I started multiple online relationships with many different kinds of people, and I'm not saying this to brag. It's genuinely scary that I was this young, having this many types of friendships and relationships under no guardian or parental supervision. This was definitely a combination of my ADHD and autism as well. The novelty of meeting a new person, the contentment I felt communicating to this person daily as part of a routine, and then suddenly the fear I feel once I realized that I will have to do this forever. And I don't think I like this person enough to do that. So I ghost them. It's sad. I'm glad to say that once I entered into what I can say was my first real relationship, which I also met through an online space, but met a couple of times in person, I communicated to him that I don't want to be together anymore. I have always been the person to be broken up with, so I had no experience breaking up with someone. I was pretty blunt about it, and I could tell he was heartbroken and that it must have came out of nowhere for him. I'm not proud to say that I was a catfish, but I was also just a child seeking an outlet that I struggled and had no help to reach in my real life. I love the show Catfish because it reminds me of the person I grew out of, the person who was eventually able to climb out of her little shell and find people who accepted her. Even if they were just for a season, I'm incredibly grateful for them. I could have been catfishing all the way up into my 70s, breaking youngins' hearts left and right. That was my right and left. Left and right. I'm also super glad that my parents eventually intervened as well. I mean, I was using my aunt's likeness instead of my own because I felt I wasn't attractive or old enough. I can't imagine how small my self-esteem would have been right now. Now I can happily say that I am attractive, subjectively, and I am in fact old enough. So there's that. But now I'm also diagnosed with conditions that are changing the way I perceive relationships and view my own personal relationships as a whole. I wasn't looking for a great amount of friends. I was just searching for the best ones for me. And I still am. We'll see what the future holds. Thank you for tuning into this story time. I'm gonna take this makeup off and probably realistically start editing this because I start hyperfixating on or hyperfocusing on projects that I literally just recorded. But then I'll probably doze off with the phone in my hand or listening to Whiny Brit testing whether quadruplet sim toddlers are able to survive on their own with no money. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and I shall see you next time. Bye. Smooches.